Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of our new podcast, Into the Jawn.
Yes, sir.
Uh, with me, your boy, and then your other boy. So basically, we'll get into introductions later. But basically, yes, sir, hype it up. But basically, so what we're gonna be doing into the Jawn, we are going to be hopping into some formative artists of our musical experience and just seeing their progression as well. We're going to be going to the early periods of their little artistry, the middle portion of it, and then up to the present, up to now, up to 2020. So that's the podcast, Into the John. Obviously,
John.
we from Philly. So let me introduce my man's here, Jalen Brooks. It's my boy, Jay Drizzle, El Crayon, or the Crayola, also known as J Rock. He's coming in 6'8", 190 pounds, coming from the place where good things happen. Yes, I'm talking about Lansdowne,
Elko.
right out of Philly. Yes, sir. So he's gonna be our little wizard, man who notices everything in production, or most of it. And he has a pretty extensive history. This man's been listening to music for 18
Yes,
years.
sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Listen,
That's wild.
this man right here. It's my boy.
Oh,
K exclamation point, not the dot. He's black. He's Dominican. You know,
sir.
modern day Shakespeare. Check out his poems on the YouTube channel. Secret Society.
Uh,
So something. So work.
bro, this shit is going on the channel that you're talking
Forgot the name
about.
of the channel.
It's no, it's the secret. No, the soul secret
You
works.
don't even fucking
That's
know
the
it.
channel we're
Whatever.
talking about. Bro,
Anyway.
whatever. Anyway, introduce me better. Come on. What you doing?
Yeah, Kate Dizzle, 4'3",
Yep.
20 pounds, about
Yep.
your midget standing
Yep.
next to me, you feel me? As you can obviously see, his room, he got cinder blocks for ceiling. He is poor and he is homeless. Uh, that shit fall,
I
he's
mean,
dead.
no lies. No lies have
No
ever been
lies.
said.
No lies at
No
all.
lies.
But
No lies at
yes,
all.
this is
Well,
my boy.
yep. Well, to transition from that amazing introduction that the master here, J Rock has said, we are going to be actually today's podcast, our first podcast, is going to be talking about what can we say? Ace the Creator,
Ace the
man.
Creator, Tyler the Creator, fucking Wolf Haley, Goblin,
Kill them all.
Kill Wolfgang, Odd Future, kill them
Exactly.
all.
You got the hoodie, you got the merch.
Also went by Steak Daddy back in the day, but nobody knows that.
Bro, why he changed his name? What?
What that was his name. He said that in a
No,
song.
but why he changed it from Steak
I
Daddy?
don't
That's
know. Steak Daddy was fired.
that shit was
DJ
fire.
Stink that. Anyway, so
That's
Tyler the Creator, also known as Tyler Wakama, was born in Ladera, California in the year 1991. This motherfucker was old, almost 30. Crazy.
God damn.
But born to a single mother. His dad dipped out when he was real young. Never knew the dude. Apparently, he got some Christmas gifts for him, but he didn't know it was him. Crazy, wild. Was a huge fan of
Wild.
music growing up. Taught himself the piano when he was around like 12 years old. He had a lot of vinyls. He used to create his own cover art on the back, write his own lyrics. Eventually he found his friends. Odd Future, Jasper, Taco, Lionel, Nakel Smith, other boy, Casey Veggies, Mike G, and Damo Genesis, love the dude. And Left Brain, also a great producer. But yeah, my man's Tyler.
That's the homie. So, like we said, Into the Jawn, we hopping right into it. So, the first album from Tyler the Creator, Bastard, which released Christmas 2009,
2009.
recorded before then.
I was 7 years
Yes, sir. He
old.
was he was young.
I was 7.
He was young.
I don't
He
even think
was
I had a
7. I was
DS then, dog. I remember I cried one Christmas because I didn't get my DS. Like 10 minutes later, I got it. Off topic. But yeah, Bastard. First song, fire instrumental. That
is Bastard.
piano, it's Bastard. Self-titled,
That's the first
First
time. We
song is
hopping into it
Bastard.
here.
Hopping into it. The piano instrumental. It's very dark, grimy. You can really feel it in the entire song. You can feel that piano. He just talks about never meeting his dad, being a mama's boy and whatnot, and talking about how like He compares his group Odd Future to the Chicago Bulls. You know, like they're wolves, they're wild, crazy. They're still all young. He dropped between what 18, but he was 17 when he made all these songs.
Yeah,
It's wild,
man was young, bro.
super young, making
Real
all
young.
these bangers. You know,
Bro, man was just making these bangers. His grandma just like, what the fuck you doing? He's just like, yo, I'm making bangers.
yeah, and like even though he was all wild and shit, he was a smart kid in school. You know, apparently in the song he talks about he was like bullied for being smart, being in honors classes, and eventually he was like, you know what, fuck school, I'm gonna make an album. You
Right?
know, and here we are, Bastard.
Exactly.
Also,
So
manifesting. He talks about wanting a Grammy, and he has a Grammy now.
that is true. That is true.
Very
This
true.
man is out here speaking shit into existence.
100%.
100%. That's the boy T. So what I kind of took from it, like you said earlier, Jalen, is really a huge fan of production. I myself like it too, but I really am someone who loves picking apart lyrics, or I just like seeing what he said. So what I love is the beginning of the intro, right? If people know, some artists will just go right into it. Here, Tyler obviously, says something before it. He kind of did a reverse of the late Sir XXS Temptation on the intro, where he's not like, you know what, you have to understand this. He's just like, yo, fuck two dope boys and
Fuck
fuck
nah,
nah,
right?
right?
Fuck all these
and
pussy
every
loads, something.
exactly. So automatically you see this man's outspoken. He has something to
Facts.
say, right? He's like, yo, y'all hating on a young kid. Let me speak my piece. And he does speak his piece on this album, Bastard. Like Jalen said, the song, for me, he feels like he's just spilling. There's so much he wants to say. Like he wants to get attention, so he says things that grabs attention, but he also there's things that he needs to get off for himself.
Yep.
It's clear he has ambitions, and he's just saying shit to like get people to listen sometimes. And he's talking to that therapist. I really love that clear delivery.
Dr. QC.
Huge focus on personality with that delivery.
Yep.
And then just some references in the lines. Man, it talks about being the Satan's son. Like, dog, you don't want to be that, but I hear you. I hear you.
6 kids, that's what it says.
Real rap. Something I noticed though, Jay, because I know just bare minimum. I really like the piano and the strings when the synths popped up. I was like, yes, we working, we doing this.
I like to describe myself as a synth whore. I love synths. If your song has synths in it, I love it already.
He will. You already know. If you hear synths, he's
Get in there.
But yeah, so some lines I love. There was a line from Tyler where he said, "I'm the dream catcher, but nothing but nightmares are caught." I love that.
That is an amazing line.
Really good, right? And then he's also this man on Bastard. He talks about salads a couple times. The first reference is here. He says, "Life's a salad. I'm a tosser." That's cool. That's cool,
fire.
right?
No, he's saying cool. Life's a salad. Everybody like they salad all organized. He's like, fuck the salad. I'm tossing that shit, right? He's tossing the salad. He's mixing shit up. He's mixing shit up.
Exactly. That's what's beautiful, because we see this man, he wants to toss the motherfucking salad in the rap game.
Yes, sir.
He wants to do something different. Well, he clearly has his influences of people from the early 2000s, late 90s, right? Yep. There is still some element. He needed to, do some shit in the late thousands, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So you want to transition to 7? We got anything more to say about Bastard?
Actually, for that intro, it's funny because the whole the fuck two dope boys and now, right? The other day, I think it was yesterday, day before yesterday, I saw a tweet from 2 dope boys, and this is when I was re-listening to Bastard, so I like write my notes and shit. I had never seen a tweet from 2 dope boys until I started to listen to the shit again. Wild. I almost went to her comments and said, fuck you, but no, that was like, let me get it.
Bro, what do you, why didn't you, bro? You 6'8", 190. What are they going to do to you?
Look, man, they can't do shit, you feel me? But, Tyler, he already got that Grammy. Nobody fucking reads 2 dope boys blogs anymore, I never even heard of them until Tyler.
But Jalen, we are his warriors.
Facts. We are his stands.
We are. Yes. And we have to go out there and cost some shit. What did you, huh?
I said Eminem influence.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. But also, just last note, I love the transition between Bastard and Seven. One thing Tyler gets more known for later on is just this man loves playing with transition. So I love it. I love the first line of Seven. He just goes straight into I tell him to eat a dick quicker than Mexicans sprint over
I tell him
borders.
to eat a dick quicker than Mexicans sprint over borders. Give a fuck about it. But
You can see,
the drums
yeah,
on
yeah,
Seven are fire, man.
for real. Mess with him, man. Like, bro, Seven, it's obvious from Bastard, right? The title track, and then going into like, yo, this man is just gonna say what he wants,
Facts.
right? And then it's kind of like you have to figure out, why is he saying it?
Yeah.
Why does this man want to say all this fuck ass shit about, throwing the F word around or saying some shit or exactly. We'll get into that later, but it's that album that on surface value you're just like, no, this is trash. This is a 17-year-old making shit that's ass. It's okay. Production's all right, but like he's stupid. No, you have to actually think about why he's saying these things and what it could possibly mean for him. Anything else you got from Seven, Jim?
On this song, I really feel like he flexes like his lyrical ability. One of the few songs.
Yeah,
Like I feel like this is a song where he's like more or less shock rap and like more trying to like show people his ability to rap. And like in this song, he also like promotes OF, saying like, oh, people want to be like them because they had a mixtape before this. This is like volume 1, the Odd Future tape, I think. I'm pretty sure that came out before this. But he's like flexing on that, like he was talking about Supreme hats and stuff. Like they always wearing Supreme. They made Supreme popular.
Right.
The reason why those hats are fucking $2,000 or some shit for a box logo is because the Tyler created an
For a logo, y'all.
100%. Also in the
100%.
song, still fuck two dope boys and all, right? He says it a lot throughout the album. Really does not like them. But yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Also, like you said, man was in his bag a little bit. 100%. There's a line here: Peter Pan in my youth, fucking fairies. That's all you gotta know. That shit is solid. Let's see. I also wrote something else down. I want to see if it's here. Yep, I see the two dope boys line again. Love it. All right. So yeah, I think it's a really hilarious song, his tone, all the period jokes he makes. Like you said, shouts out OFs, of course. And then moving on to the third track of Bastard, we have the masterpiece that is Odd Toddlers.
Great song.
Right, Jalen, can you talk a little bit about the production choice on that?
Yeah, I like how he goes from Seven for being like a real boom bap to Odd Toddlers being like a real smooth, mellow beat. And fun fact, the sample that is used in Odd Toddlers is the same sample used in One Beer by your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, MF Doom. Great artist.
Sir.
Is the production on this song is like really fire. Once again, the drums and the vocal. You know what I'm talking about.
Can I hear that again?
No. But the vocal sample is really fire, and the drums and the piano is great. I like how he incorporates like he incorporates a lot of drums and piano, not in piano, but synths on his album. He gets his piano in later albums. When it gets better. But one of the lines I really like from his album is that my producer selection is fresh nigga fuck Vons. Vons is a produce store in California, apparently. I didn't know that. His producer selection is fresh produce. He's a producer.
Hey, that's it,
bro. Fire, man. But yeah, it's a really decent song. Also, really dope verse by Casey Veggies.
Yeah, agreed. I definitely feel you, man. I think that just for me coming into Bastard, because some story on this, yes, Jalen hit that shit. So basically, short story on this, Jalen already been heard Bastard, already been heard Goblin. For me, I'm a Tyler fan, but I'm not fake. I'm telling you, but I heard some tracks of Bastard, some tracks of Goblin. So actually going through this entire thing, I was like, yo, early Tyler has some shit. He had a bag. Sure, he could reach into it. you know?
Sir.
So that's what's up. And like you said, I love how he was paying homage to, his inspiration, one of his inspirations, MF Doom, even pitching his voice again.
Yep.
Sound a little more like him. And he does that a lot on Bastard, with pitching of the voice.
I remember
first
hearing this album. It was the summer of 2017. I was still with my first girlfriend at the time. I will not name drop. I was running around the house, kicking around a soccer ball. I heard about this album, Bastard, Tyler Creator. I listened like Wolf and Goblin. I'm like, it's fire, right? And I'm like, Bastard, like, let me give it a listen. I put it on, kicking the soccer ball around the house. I'm like, wow, this shit is fire. Don't tell anybody I was kicking soccer ball around the house. I'm pretty sure I threw scissors at the wall that day, but that's relevant.
Wait, you threw
scissors?
All right, I got you. You was listening to Bastard. You said, man, fuck this shit. Man.
It's like very, very fond memories come from this album, because it's that hot summer. I still remember the fucking sunlight coming through the window. It was just a great day,
this is
man.
poetic right now.
Yeah, blasting it through the house. I was home alone. Crazy day. Love it.
That's awesome, man. But for real, so my listening experience was definitely different. I was listening in preparation for this podcast. And like I said, man, I was just like, damn, got a bag. And hey, man. So moving on. Next song, French. Jalen, you want to hop into this one?
This song, got a little boom bibbity baps, boom baps, but incorporates a lot of sense. Love that. I got two lines here, actually.
Oh, yeah.
What?
You said this boom bat, something that.
I don't remember what I said. Honestly, I got.
Oh yeah.
I got short-term memory loss. But one of the lines, is like, when it comes to your perception of my shit, I'm Helen Keller. Like, he basically saying like, y'all don't you don't understand his music. Like, you don't understand. Like, you're deaf and blind. You just hear it for what it is. You don't actually like care to understand where he's coming from, why he's saying the shit that he's saying, and understand the production.
Exactly.
Also, another funny line: don't tell R. Kelly where my sister go. That's the niggas knew. In 2009, nobody did shit.
Exactly, bro. No, I definitely agree with all your points. Like we were mentioning earlier, even you have to see why he's saying these things, right? And in the hook, they're saying, check my French, right?
Yep.
See what I'm saying? Why am I cursing? Why am I being so flagrant? Yep. So I think it's just a nice nod, and it's like, if you want to dig into the album, you're gonna find something. You're gonna find something whether it's not for you, you can definitely understand his psyche a bit, his mental coming into this.
Yep.
For sure. Moving on to the fifth song, the album, Blow.
If this was a game, I would consider it a motherfucking legend. Love this song.
Love it. We do.
There's fucking sense on this. Go crazy. And the chorus. Fuck how the chorus go. I forgot. But all I know is that Sid from the internet, she got some vocals on here. I think it's like somewhere like her first like appearance like on like music. It's amazing. Her vocals, she's a great singer, man. Heavenly voice. Amazing. Go listen to her if you haven't. But yeah, Blow, great beat. Lyrically, a lot of rape, but
no.
Yeah. Shock value, shock rap. It's a lot of that on this album,
Right. And
like he talks about luring white girls with expensive things, and after that,
Yeah. Shit goes downhill. Yeah. I mean, shit's been downhill from the
True.
As soon as this man came out cursing at people, it's been going a little downhill. But I agree with everything he said. Just to let y'all know, my notes for this song include 4 words: sex song and solid flow. That is what
And I quote at the end of the song, he says, "I like my girls how I like my drugs, white." Yes, he does not do drugs though. Very straight edge.
That's true. But also, after that, he even says, "Lord, you're so pretty, lying in my arms. I just got one request: stop breathing." So that tells you about, why he said that. This like dude really he off. Like he's off or something.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. So moving on, we got the 6th track of the album. We
Favorite
got
fucking song on the album,
we
bro.
got
Pig Spy.
Pig Fly. Pig
Hey,
Fly.
hey, hey.
So they're more
I
more
was
pitch
taught
delivery from
to act
Tyler.
my shoe size over my
As we
age.
see,
I
Jalen's
always
out
use a
here.
book by the cover, never the page. I never judge a murder by weapons, only the rage that he felt when he dealt with the physiological phase. They say that I never cease to amaze. What half my mental belongs in a cage. The ape is the beast, synchronize that bitch. If you niggas selling dope, you're selling my shit. You're selling my assets. I'm so damn illegal that I need to be arrested. But then I get my mouth 18 years of possession. She showed me affection like a drug dealer using her pocket for my protection. Boy, that line is
Damn,
fire. She
that is
showed
a
me
fire
affection
ass.
like a drug dealer using her pocket for my protection. Cause in the other line before he said he's drugs. If you niggas selling dope, they're selling my shit,
Exactly,
selling my assets. I'm so damn illegal that I need. I love this song, man. I love it. Best song
bro.
ever.
That whole sequence right there is that pops out. You're like, yo, this
Yes.
kid has potential. Like,
Yes.
aside from the rape and aside from all the other stuff he's saying, right?
Yes.
Which of course we don't take rape lightly. This is just early Tyler.
Eminem was still prevalent around this time, yeah.
As well. Yep. So just of course, like we said, shock value types of rap.
Sir.
But like that is the sequence right there where you're just like, yo, other than Bastard, because that opening track was actually pretty ingenious.
Yeah.
Laying out the foundation for this,
Yeah.
for what he's about to say, the dumb shit you're gonna hear for the next, over half an hour. So of course that line, bro, there's music that just makes you jump out. That whole exactly. That shit was so good. Of course, 18 years of possession, like you said, had me damn horny.
I was dealing with iller shit like professional plumbers. Like food for thought was my father, but I ain't have the hunger because his father got there. Food for... Bro, this whole song, he just flexing, bro. He's flexing, man. Love this song. and then Damo's underrated. He's a great artist. I love Damo Genesis. Fire songs. He got a song with Anderson .Paak, but we get to them. That's like 10 years down the line.
All right. So also 7th, moving on to set number 7, we got Parade with Tyler. So of course he's out here shouting out more Odd Future Wolfgang. Of course, with the hook, he's out there just yelling stuff. Jalen, what did you think about Parade?
I think it was a great. It was an alright song. I like it. The synths are amazing. I forgot how the chorus went.
Yes, instrumental, man.
I forgot the chorus went, but I do love the chorus. But in the song, he's really talking about how he doesn't want to grow up. He doesn't want to grow up, and how in school, when he was younger, he was real different. Like he used to watch like cartoons instead of watching like mainstream shit. Like in one of the lines, he says he watched cartoons instead of Twilight. While everybody's hype on one thing, he's hype on another thing. But overall, I think it's a great song. He actually tweeted like in 2010 or 11 or something like that. That when he produced the song, he was thinking of Where the Wild Things Are, that movie. I have no idea what the fucking movie was about. I saw a trailer once. It was something about some beasts.
Yeah, bro, I just remember they were mad fucking fluffy.
yeah, some kid. It was like some fluffy beast. I'm like, what the hell is this? But when he said that, when I saw the tweet and I made the comparison, I'm like, wow, yeah, I can actually like hear this in the movie. Like, he always talks about how he wants to score for a movie, and I think it's like this is his first instance where it's like where he's thinking, wow, this can be made for a movie.
Right. No, great point. Also, I think to add to this of like what you brought up, which is I didn't know that, but about like how that childhood type of stuff.
Right.
He referenced Peter Pan in a few songs earlier, but it's the same idea, right? Yeah. Peter Pan doesn't grow old, or
right?
Want to, right?
Right.
Same idea. That's the same idea, same connection.
Genius right there.
Fairy tales. You fucking motherfucker. A Nemo shit. You found that shit, huh? But no, for real. Also, love the part of the song. You see, just kind of Tyler's, ideology a bit.
Yeah.
It's like go to college, get a job, marry, have a kid, watch them grow, and then you die. No, right? Fuck the system. Hey, yo,
Yes.
fuck the system. They say, what did you
Yes.
say? Nah, fuck the system.
What did you say?
Yeah, for real. So it's like, just love it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just, you have parts of this story, this side story that he's had
Right.
about he doesn't want to grow up, but he's also a bastard and he's also
Right.
dealing with, you know, who he is and what he wants to do and how he
Yeah.
gets out.
Yeah.
It's coming together.
Yeah. It's also great that since he wanted to like score a movie with this song, you know, now
Mhm.
he scored the animated movie The Grinch.
He did.
Fire soundtrack, by the
Proud of
way.
him.
Sounds
Proud of him.
fire.
Proud of
I am the Grinch. All right, whatever. Yeah, no song.
him. Bro, it's almost Christmas though.
It is.
Dude.
Might have to
Christmas
do a
pod
Christmas
about the Grinch.
episode. We might have to.
All right, so we can move on to the greatest song. Actually, wait, second greatest song of all time.
Really?
No.
I'm about to say this song because I ain't going to say that.
This shit, man. No. I'm a stuck the song. I'll let you know later. Don't worry. So slowly, we got to slow it down coming up. For me, I have some notes. All it says is the spoon line. I love the spoon line. If you look the spoon
What's
line
the
up.
spoon line, Kelvin?
Oh no! And then we're gonna look up. I love the
Look
flow
it up real
switch,
quick.
the flow switches he has. I will. But and next thing I just noticed more, more pitching, right?
Yeah.
So Jalen, for me, I'm thinking the pitching, right, of the
Yeah.
voice is a bit influenced, MF Doom and things like that.
Yeah.
Also, Ty doesn't really like his own voice,
Yeah.
right? But also, it could just be like, well, I guess where his mind is at sometimes,
Definitely.
right?
Yeah.
What do you think that the pitching is there?
I definitely think some of it comes from MF Doom trying to imitate how
Yeah.
he raps, and also like his state of mind at the time. Like usually, like he only uses like the dark pitch if either Dr. TC is talking or if it's like a real like slow and mellow song, or if he's trying to use like a different persona. Like if he's not in his regular voice, he's probably talking like from like Wolf Haley or fucking Ace or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
But the song is all right. The flow reminds me of Tamale.
Mm.
It reminds me of that a lot. Love the chorus. Turn it up. Wet the best. Drop it, man. Yeah. Great song.
Yeah.
Very funny line. Found Alicia. Now she's keyless. I think that is hilarious.
that is very nice.
It has some very not okay implications, but you know.
Yeah,
Still
yeah,
funny.
and and it's like, some of these lines go nuts, instrumental flow much, European model, white bitches eating donuts, you know,
Yeah.
nice, but
Yeah.
mentioning our future, right?
Yeah.
And also then the next line, the F slur, fuck you, I'm with a fat bitch. Like, that's great. But why?
Look, man, it grabbed your attention, didn't it?
That's true.
It did
That's
its job. It did its job.
for sure, dog. For the life, I'm looking for this spoon.
Don't find a spoon.
I can't find the spoon, bro.
What you say about spoon, bro?
Yeah,
Scoop it
bro.
up.
Scoop it. No, bro. Like,
Haji Beats is also on this song.
oh,
He's
yeah.
alright. He's really dope.
He is the first one.
You know, Haji Beats. He features a lot on this album actually. One of the few rappers in the group is him, Mike G, Casey Veggies, and I actually think that's it. There's also another member called Deshaun or Deshay, something like that. But he had a falling out with Tyler, so he's gone.
He's out.
Yeah, nobody's really heard of him. I mean, I think he's worked with like SZA, Chance the Rapper, and like, a couple other people. He made like he did some production for them. But besides that, he's really like under the radar.
Well, I couldn't find the spoon line. I have no idea what the spoon line
I'm
was.
prepared next time.
God damn it. Shit. No. But yeah. So moving on to the actual highlight. Or not highlight.
God tier MC.
God tier MC workout here. We got
Earl
Ass Milk.
Ass Milk featuring
Ass-
Earl sweatshirt, not the sweatpants. He doesn't wear pants. I'm
Doesn't.
kidding.
He doesn't
But
like that
sick
shit.
beat. Look, bro. Earl Sweatshirt, he really takes some MF Doom's rhyme pattern where he like tries to rhyme like every syllable. For instance, right? I'll put this down.
Yo, tell him,
Addicts
break it down,
arise
break it
when I
down.
arrive in this crack F word. Back slab in disguise. Fat sack of knives in the passenger's side. Bitch, reach for the door, get your access denied. Did you see? Do you see the flow in the rhyme pattern there? That's
Shit
heavily
is
influenced by MF Doom, man. Heavily.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ! And this man was 15 years old when he wrote this. What was you doing when he was 15?
Bro, I was just spending too much of my time in my room alone, man.
I was playing Overwatch, bro.
You play
I don't play that
Overwatch?
game no more. I think so. Was it 15? Was that sophomore year? Sophomore year, right?
Wait, bro, what was I doing at 15?
I played League yet? I was playing League. Damn, I played 15.
You see, bro, this is how
remember.
profound Tyler is, dog. Makes you think about your own life. You got Earl, another success story from the odd future.
Facts.
Like, damn.
Facts. And like the way the beat switches, like from like Earl when he raps and when Tyler raps, like when Earl's a real like dun dun dun, when Tyler's like dun dun dun, when Tyler starts rapping, it gets like real dark and gritty and it switches back. Also a really funny part in the song when Earl starts his verse, his second verse, I forgot what he said, something about malaria carriers. But it's like this pause where Tyler just starts beating the shit out of him. Stop, Uncle!
Oh, I love that shit. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
he
I
just
love
starts beating
it.
the fuck out of him for no reason. But hot take. Earl bodies Tyler on this song. I'm sorry.
What happened?
Earl, he bodies Tyler on this song.
In terms of lyrical shit, yeah.
Yes.
In terms of entertainment, is close, I think.
Yeah.
But I think he does body him in terms of
100%.
Because it's just the rhyme scheme he pulls off, right?
Right. Yep.
And this shit says, bro. When I heard Earl say the reincarnation of '98 Eminem, goosebumps, goosebumps, bro.
98 Eminem, crazy.
Exactly.
Because he's like a combination of MF Doom and Eminem. Wild.
Amen. How old is he? He's only 15.
15, bro.
Only 15.
15. I was sitting there watching fucking Minecraft YouTube videos at 15. Wild.
So listen, another part I love, like you said, I love the no homo part. Tyler says, I hate gays, gangbangers, and fucking jerkers, unless it's gay gangbangers and fucking jerkers.
Whoa.
Exactly. It's like, whoa, yo, no homo. I'm not gay. F slur. Bro, that
Plot
shit.
twist.
Exactly. I mean, where does the flower bloom?
True.
Hey, man.
Garden shed.
No, for me, I know we haven't gotten to ranking songs yet, like giving a numerical value or what we think their kind of grade would be. But just to say, on a scale of 10, 9. I'd say this is a 9.
9, 100%. Love this
is
song.
A 9.
And no, fuck you, a 10.
A 10?
A 10.
Hey, there you go. A 10. I'm just to say 9. I love it though. Love it. I'm gonna say 9. I wish
too.
For real. Oh man. Shit, dog. But moving on. See, I was so speechless by Ass Milk, right? The next song, VCR Wheels. What I have to say for it is cool.
Instrumentally, I love it. I love it because it has like an R&B type beat to it, but it's real dark. Lyrically, once again, rape. But production style amazing. The drums when it switches from VCR to Wheels, crazy. Fun fact: did you know on like almost all his albums, the 10th song is always a double song? So it's VCR and Wheels, and on Goblin is Fish and Boppin' Bitch.
I love
Wolf,
that song. Boppin' Bitch.
Party isn't on Wolf is 3. Party isn't over. Campfire and Bomb and Beamer. Flower Boy. Does he have one on Flower Boy? Oh, Flower Boy is 9/11.
Cherry Bomb?
Huh? Oh, Cherry Bomb. I forgot about that. Cherry. Ooh, what's Cherry Bomb? Damn. I don't know. I haven't listened to Cherry Bomb fully.
Oh, wait, you didn't, bro?
No, I only listened to like. Bro. I think I did one day, but it was a while ago, so I forgot. It's a good album, but it's forgettable.
Oh, I found it. So for Cherry Bomb, it's fucking young and then
Fucking
perfect.
Young, perfect. Love that song. How did I forget
You're
that?
too fucking
Yeah,
young.
and then yeah, Flower Boy, Not Loving Miss Lonely, and then Igor, it is Gone Gone and Thank You.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, that's a trend.
Little cute quirk that Tyler has. I like it.
Yeah. Also, more sense on this song. Love sense.
Yes. He's a whore for Sim. So
You know.
just so are we good to move on?
Yeah. Session.
All right. So track 11, Session, featuring Ace Hashimoto, Haji, and Mike G.
Yes, sir.
Feel like they went in on this one.
Fun fact: Mike G wasn't on the original. It was the Sean guy. You know, he got kicked out of the fucking
Oh,
group. So you know, they replaced him with Mike G. You know.
I mean, that's a
Yeah. You know, in this songs when Tyler hints to his straight edge lifestyle, how he doesn't like smoke or drink and do any drugs. You know, because
yeah.
the whole song is about like a weed smoke, a weed session. You know, dope beat too. To talk about weed is like it's something you can like chill out to. Like you just like. Amazing
Right.
song. Mike G fire beat. Haji fire beat. You know, Tyler once again flexing his ability. Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like we're not just gonna sit here and suck Tyler's dick the whole time though.
Yeah.
Um, I just found this one line. I must have missed it when I was listening, but I just right now. This just says, "Bet you $30 you find her like Cartman found Kenny, dead." That's like.
I didn't watch South Park, so I do not understand that reference.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, just know Kenny kind of dies in every episode of South Park
Oh, I see.
for a while. So it's like, you'll find her like Cartman finds Kenny. Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Okay, more
Okay. I mean, like, it's cool, but I feel like you definitely see him, like, you see the potential for some lyricism there, right?
Right.
I just feel like that's a little weak.
yeah.
But he has potential, and obviously he can come through with it.
Absolutely.
But we're not just gonna sit here
Yeah.
and suck dick unless it's
Yeah.
Jalen. What?
Sir.
Yes,
Anyway,
sir.
yeah. Next
Anywho.
song. Sarah, one of my personal
Oh
favorites.
no, we hopping into Sarah.
One of my personal favorites, only because of the production.
Nope.
The synths. Listen, the synths are fire. The drums are fire. The lyrics, terrible. 100% bad. He fucking takes some girl, kidnaps her because she said no to homecoming. Her name is Raquel. I don't know if that's her actual name. I hope not. I hope she's all right nowadays. Takes her, kills her, rapes her, and then kills himself. Very, very, very dark song. There's not much to talk about. It's just dope beat.
That's true, but also, to be honest, I've heard some of these things happen in real life. Like it does.
Yeah.
Like psychotic people perform these things where they kill someone and then want to kill themselves.
Definitely.
It's pretty sad. Sarah, I remember Jalen would always tell me, Sarah, listen to Sarah, you're gonna love it. And I was going into, I'm like, okay, well, I know Eminem's Kim song where he just raps about killing Kim, his girlfriend or wife at the time. I don't know if they were split, but he just raps about killing her. And he was like, yo, this song is just this romantic ode to her. She's gonna love it. He plays it for her, she cries. She like breaks down. So I'm like, okay, well, that's what Sarah's gonna be. And it's just like there's less of an emotional connection. It's just, but it's still somehow just as disturbing,
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, T, what the fuck?
But the synths though.
What happened? The
synths?
synths though.
Yeah.
That's every early Tyler song.
Every song.
All right. I heard what he said, but the
synths.
But did you hear how he put together the instrumental?
Facts.
So yeah, I think the beat kind of contrasted with the subject matter. Really like that. Yeah, another, like I said already, one of my notes is just is basically Tyler's Kim, and I also said he just kind of feels really overly horny at this point because he's just talking about fucking people. But one thing I do want to say, going back to Sessions, just because it's not a connection with Sarah, but it is what Tyler has seemingly done sometimes throughout Bastard, where he foreshadows, right? Like you said with the Grammy line.
Yeah.
And sometimes with the the jerkers line where it's like, that's only gay, no homo, I'm not gay. Another thing he says in sessions is that Gucci belts is for the F slurs, right?
Yep.
And then he's like, then he says basically in the same line, oh yeah, I wear Gucci belts.
Funny because fuck, he just did an advertisement with A$AP Rocky and a couple other people for Gucci. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Wild.
Bro, when I saw that, I was like, no way, he just called himself out.
It's all coming together. He was trying to tell us, but we didn't listen.
Why would we? He's a troll.
Very true.
He's a troll. But yeah, I'm with you, man. So we moving on. We're nearing close on here. I'm pretty sure. Moving on to Jack and the Beanstalk.
It's alright.
It's alright.
One thing let's talk about
again. B switch is good. Yep. I like the line where he breaks down Bangkok. He was talking about taking her to Bangkok, and he's gonna,
Bangkok.
Yeah. That's I like it.
All right line.
Yeah. And then he talks about going to Soho, and he's like, "What Soho?" So he clearly has some fundamentals down of breaking down lines, breaking down words. And this motherfucker talks about tossing salad again. If I could find it. But I know he talks about tossing salad. I'm like, oh shit, salad.
Again. Yes. This man does not like salad.
He don't. Oh, this man wants to toss shit up. But there is the intro with Jay-Z, right? They don't paint pictures, they just trace me.
They don't paint pictures, they just
Yes. So that shit is that shit is fire. Well, it's alright. It's good.
It's alright.
Now, I love the lines he had out here. Yeah. Some lines were, of course, hit and miss because there's bound to be corniness when you're doing shock rap.
Definitely.
But yeah, it was chilling. So if we can move on, is what, Tina the next song?
Yeah, sounds fucking sucks.
Yeah, Tina. Bro, no, I rated Tina an 8, bro.
An 8.
Look, all of my notes are in caps because the energy of the song. I put Jasper, let's fucking go.
I mean,
and then I'm like, yeah.
The bridge is good once again, synths. But this is like, I'm not about to listen to the song just for the bridge, Like,
no, I'm gonna listen to the song to yell, Tina, perm your fucking weed. 46.
Tina, perm your fucking weed. Tina, perm your fucking weed. Tina. Yeah, he referenced that.
Bro, that's hot.
It gets you hype, but
it does.
It's not good. unless you're trying to do a mosh in the middle of your fucking room, bro.
Bro, nah, bro. Even if you just by yourself listen to, like, I just think the energy is kind of palpable, and it's like, for me, the shit is, like we said, it's hilarious, right. And the transitions from like within the song from being just hood rat to something different, right? But then at the end, he goes back to being hood rat because he's T. He's not gonna change, And
I think the message of the song is, if your name is Tina, perm your fucking weave.
So, quite simply, Tina's out there. Please, I'm talking to you too, white Tina. Please, perm
that shit.
We are obviously capping, but that shit was hilarious. And then, of course, but one thing too for Tina, like I said, Jasper had me so hyped, man.
Jasper's a funny dude.
Let's go, say that shit. So yeah, I love when, like, I don't know where Steve Harvey came up in the song, but he talked about where I was like, where the fuck Steve Harvey came from? Like, catch the fade? What? Why is Steve Harvey catching a fade from them? Yeah, I don't know. God damn. But yeah, so now, palm the fucking head, palm the milk dud, bro. But last track of Bastard of this half of the podcast is Inglorious. Last track.
Fuck you, I'm good. Fuck you, and fuck you. Basically, the song, he just saying fuck you to his dad. Because, growing up without him, he still made it. Well, he's still making it, he still found his passion making music, getting through life without him. He didn't need him. So at this point, it's like, fuck you, man. Like, I don't need you in my life anymore. I'm past that point. Don't come back, And he's also talking about, like, how growing up, he only really had white friends. Like, his therapist told him he was emo because he had, like, dark thoughts or whatever. but
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
he was just different, you know?
yeah. No, I love this song because it ties it, you know?
Yeah,
You start the album talking about, hey, I'm a bastard. This shit
all right,
this shit was hard for me, right?
definitely.
Saying outrageous stuff, and you end the thing talking about, like bring your pops to school day. For 12 years, I cheated. Told the fucking faculty that he was at a meeting. You know?
Yeah,
Oh, that shit is just like he's really candid
yeah,
in some of these lines in Inglorious. Uh, I really liked it. And it just shows you, like, if you weren't convinced throughout the album, right, that some things he does is just a distraction, then Inglorious is going to tie it together. There's a
definitely.
personal touch that I think he delves into more in later years, but you see the potential. You see some vulnerability from Tyler.
Definitely. And
Right.
fun fact for three albums for Wolf Goblin and Bastard, the last track and the first track they combined Inglorious Bastard, and for Goblin it's Golden Goblin, and for Wolf it's Lone Wolf.
Oh shit, for real?
Yep.
That's fire.
Yes.
I really fucking love that. And some lines, of course, I love the actual poetry of rap
Yep.
when you can get into it. Um, so there's a line about rain in the summer, and I'm just like, damn, if you could describe Tyler, right?
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of moments on this album, that's him,
Definitely. Real
right?
hyper guy, but at the same time, he still got these dark thoughts and still has depression like everybody else.
For sure, for sure. And just lines like that, he has such potential.
Yeah.
Did he ever like go out to be like kind of what Earl's been? Like, like just this wordplay god or
Right.
this different thing? Not really, but you see that he's still
Yes. He's still good, you know?
like for real, he's still good. He
Still
had
better than most of these fucking rappers. Not gonna
he's
name
black ass.
nobody. Not gonna name nobody.
Ooh.
Want no beef, you know? Just
Oh,
saying.
bro, it's the first episode, bro. You gonna start? I mean, you already said fuck two dope boys.
Fuck two dope boys and all right.
Sorry, man. But yeah. So, Jalen, you want to hop into overall about Bastard, about what we feeling?
Overall, I gave it a 7.5 out of
Okay.
10 because mostly because of production, like replayability. I haven't replayed so many songs, some of my favorite tracks. Toddlers, Session, Pigs Fly, Sarah, and Seven, some of my favorite tracks on the album. Definitely replay those, definitely my playlist. And I just think that this album, he really I say like through each song sounds different. He's like testing the waters as like what his audience wants and like how he's gonna like express himself through his music, you know?
All right.
So yeah, 7.5, definitely.
Fine. Solid score for me. I have Bastard at a solid 7.9. Like you said, there's a bunch of potential here. There's some really entertaining, some really hype stuff.
Yep.
And just how Jalen measures his albums with, replayability, going back to things, right? For me, I definitely want to measure an album based upon integrity and its concept.
Right.
I found that Bastard had some integrity, but I think there was more concept to it.
Really?
And I really liked it. I really liked where he was trying to go, right? What he was trying to say. And if you dig deep enough, you see what he's saying.
Yeah.
You see for sure. So I give Bastard a 7.9.
I feel like conceptually the concept was only really there for like Bastard and Inglorious, and maybe like one or two lines through each song. But most songs are just him like some spitting, just talking.
Yeah. I think I definitely agree with you. It's just like viewing the songs in the context of the concept.
Right. Yeah.
You're like, oh
see that.
shit. So he's saying this dumb whack ass shit because he's a bastard. And it's like, no, you have to think about like these are his like unique situations. He talks about Mother's Day, Father's Day, his mom being this. So I really like what he tried. I don't think the concept's a 5 out of 5. That's kind of how I rated it on. I put it as a 3 out of 5, right? Like you said, because it doesn't pop up that much.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Definitely.
So here you have it, 6'8", 190 J-Rock. My man says 7.5. And your boy Cold says 7.9. All right, so moving on to the second portion of Tyler.
Goblin.
ET early Tyler is Jalen.
Goblin.
Goblin, Golden Goblin.
Goblin.
There it goes. So on the title track, which is another carryover from Bastard, your title track is your first track. On Goblin, I feel like this is just another spill on Goblin. You definitely see the time tick up more on these songs. These songs get longer. And it's like another song like kind of explaining shit, right?
Yeah.
And it explains some of the pushback he got from Bastard. And he's still just out here admitting some of his inner thoughts.
Yeah.
I felt like.
And in the song, he talks about like how he's gonna top the Bastard intro.
Yeah.
He's like, see the Bastard intro, how the fuck I'm gonna top that?
Yeah.
Honestly, I like this better than the Bastard intro. Just playing out.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, I think it's really dope. He also talks about like how the critics they only focus on like his bad lyrics, like the shock value rap that he was doing in Bastard, and not what he's actually like trying to say, especially like Inglorious. In some other song, I forgot the song, but he's like they're acting like I didn't make Inglorious or Bastard or something like that. They only focus on like the songs like Sarah or Blow, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Free to Bay, you know, Earl Sweatshirt at the time, his mom sent him to a reform school because he was wilding out here, you know, smoking weed, doing the shock value rap. Mom like, nah, fuck that. You're going to fucking Somalia, going to reform school. So throughout the album, you really see him say, you know, Free to Bay, Free Earl,
Yeah.
Mrs. Homeboy.
God damn, they really put that man in reform school.
Facts.
That's crazy. That's just wild. But damn, also just hearing you talk about that shit beautifully, might I add, Jalen. I'm really thinking about, French from Bastard.
Yeah.
Right? Check my French. See what I'm actually saying. Why am I saying these things? You're just focused on the shock value I'm saying.
Definitely.
Right? And it's really similar to those early 2000 artists like Eminem. Man was saying some weird shit. Some really fucking weird shit. But when you see what's underneath it, the relationships under the words and between the words,
right,
you can come away with a whole new experience. Right?
Yep.
So just want to get into it. For Goblin, I have that rated as a 9. And for the Bastard intro, I have it rated as a 10.
Right. I didn't individually rate the songs. Yeah. But if I were, I'm putting Goblin at a 9 and Bastard at 8.5.
Okay, cool. All right, that's awesome. So next song.
I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not. Reese's with a fucking triceratops. Reptar. I don't know this song. But yeah.
Yeah.
This song, really fire, you know. I think it's really dope. A bit overrated, this tad bit.
Yeah.
But I feel like most of the attention comes from the music video. He ate a fucking cockroach,
That shit was pretty hot though.
Yeah, Kanye actually co-signed the music video. He's like 2011, he was like best music video of the year. Crazy. Mm-hmm. But the song he's talking about once again, fuck bloggers, fuck two dope boys, and fuck Deshae, the dude I was talking about that left Odd Future, I kicked out Odd Future.
Yeah.
He's showing his success through like getting printed in like these magazines, winning awards and shit, And he tweeted that for this song, a lot of the lines contradict each other. That in the first line, he's like, I'm a fucking walking paradox. He's like, no, I'm not. Threesomes with a fucking triceratops, reptar. Reptar and triceratops, it's not the same animal. In another line, he said, I just want to know if my father will ever like me, but I don't give a fuck, so he's probably just like me. He's contradicting himself. He just said he wanted to know his father. And next line is like, I don't give a fuck, So a lot of the bars just like flip-flop.
It's awesome. Like what you said, bars are out here contradicting themselves. The beat, I really love the beat.
Yeah.
It comes on and you already know what's fucking happening.
I'm not gay. I just want to boogie to some Marvin.
So exactly, you see. So it's like you just know what's happening. And then now with the third track, Radicals, I feel like
kill people, body shit, fuck school.
No,
I'm fucking radical, nigga. I'm fucking radical.
Bro, Radical, I was just there. I'm like, cool.
Same. That was my first listen. Second listen, this is all the way through. At like different points in the song, the beat just like slows down a lot. You only hit a piano, and he's talking, and he's basically saying, fuck societal rules. You got to do what make you happy, You can't have anybody tell you, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. And then another song in Bastard, I forgot the song, he kind of said the same thing. But he was like, he's just basically saying, do what makes you happy. And like he's saying that he's maturing every day It's like eventually, like the Shockwave rap, like his music won't be the same. It's constantly evolving, constantly maturing. And just kill people, body shit, fuck school.
Hey man, fuck school. Say it toes backwards, man. Fuck that shit. But no, yeah.
School fuck.
Yes, I agree with you. Like honesty. Tyler's on his motivational ish,
Yeah.
Preaching individualism. For me, I thought that sometimes it was like not the switches, right?
Yeah.
But there was times where it's plotting, it's repetitive. I'm like, all right, cool. But I do like the message, right? Sometimes I feel it falls short a little bit, not his best pen work, but still, the message is still key. Because it's not like he's saying, oh, well, he does say rape later, but it's not like he's saying fuck shit, rape again, ha ha ha. It's like he's like actually like coming out with what he's saying. He's like, y'all don't understand. This is actually what I stand for.
He's being more intentional with his wordplay and with what he's trying to say.
Yeah. So instead of hinting at it, right? He says it, and it's still clear. He's still immature, that's clear. But he still has this thing to say. He says this message.
Definitely.
That through immaturity, it actually kind of comes through better through immaturity. You know what I mean?
And
that youthful energy.
Yeah, like in this song, like I just said, do what you want. Like he says it in this song, like kill people actually fuck school. But later on in Flower Boy, which we'll get to in like 2 months, 2 months. We'll get to that in 2 months. And Flower Boy, he's like, dye your hair blue. Should I do it too? Like that evolution from saying kill people actually fuck school to that, I think it's like really dope. How like he matured from that to that.
For sure. I can't agree with you more. Then we have the fourth song, another
classic Tyler. To you in the dark when you're sleeping.
Frankie Oceano.
Fresh out the shower.
And he's the creator, man.
After I was a man loud in your bedroom.
I will continue the pod as this dumbass motherfucker is doing this shit. So for she, I think it's a bop. I think it's good. And I also think.
Are you Trump? What the fuck is
that? Hey, at least you could tell it. Every time I do impersonations, people are like, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? But no, she just a great beat. You have two amazing talents coming together. So catchy. Bro, does this hit your replayability? Does it hit it?
100%, bro.
100%. There you go.
Classic Tyler song. If you're a Tyler fan and you don't know this song, then you're not a fan. You're not a fucking fan, right? You're not a fucking fan, right? But yeah, classic song. It actually reminds me of Sarah, but a lot.
It does.
It's a lot more mild than Sarah. He still talks about like killing you if you say no, but he doesn't actually do it. But the intention is still there. It's more bubbly too. The song is definitely more bubbly.
For sure. And also, like you said, kind of like Sarah, you have this twisted love story.
Yeah.
That is obviously one-sided.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, because we see for Tyler, while he's immature, love just doesn't really work for him.
Yeah, definitely.
Not the normal fluffy flowers that he might grow into. We don't know yet. Oh, but right? Oh, but like at this stage of his life, Tyler's just like, it's gonna be weird. Love's gonna be crack. It's gonna be really bloody,
Definitely.
He's a teenager. All right. So next song, as my emails randomly pop up, thank you, MacBook. We have Transylvania.
That's all right.
That's cool. I like the Heine line.
You just compare himself to Dracula the whole song. It's a cool concept for a song, but it's all right.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. That is the shortest we ever said on a song. It's cool. Pretty good. Pitch vocals again. Therapist, what's up? What's good? And it's like songs like "Let's Go Kill People."
Yeah.
All right. Then next song we have "Nightmare."
One of my personal favorites.
Oof. Speak to it,
man. Great song, really dark, gritty beat, really dope. In the song talks about he doesn't really like the critics' advice and like how all the haters are hoping that he falls off. Yeah. It's like, hey man, fuck y'all, and it's the name of the song, Nightmare. Having nightmares, you feel me? And also in the song, Free Tabay, Free Earl. He's free now, but at the time, Free Earl. He said what did he say? He's saying that like his mom blames Tyler for the way that Earl acts. He was like, fuck you, you're a shitty parent. Face it, suck it up. That's what you should have did before that nigga bust,
Yeah, yeah.
And he like feel like my little brother missing me grow up. Feel like my little brother missing me grow up. I'm missing him grow up. And it's really fucked up having your best friend like ripped from your life like that for a couple years, just cause
For
y'all like just being yourselves, being free, being wild.
exactly. And obviously that shit didn't work, what the mom did. And
Yeah, I mean,
it brought pain to y'all.
if anything, cause like old Earl music, he's real hyper and shit, but now his
Yeah,
music it seems more like mellow and depressed. You know,
that's true.
I feel
That's
like
true.
I didn't. From my perspective, it feels like that Earl lost a piece of himself when he came back.
Mm. Damn, we gotta get into Earl's albums then. Shit.
Eventually,
Eventually, y'all. Eventually, let us know.
yeah.
We got a good plan for Into the Joan, and it's continuation. It's just gonna be based off of how we feel, what we want to do, and also if y'all want to give any feedback on artists you want,
Let us know.
then we can tweak the schedule. See what's up. So yeah,
Also, another line. The last line is like, "Ain't kill myself yet, but I already want my life back." You know, he already feels dead inside. You know, he already feels like he lost his life. Like he ain't kill himself, but he already wants his life back. It's fucked up, man. Crazy.
yeah, it is. So we also see Tron Cat pops up in this song, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And then the next song, a little bit of
Sean
foreshadow.
Cat.
I really kind of appreciate Tyler's foreshadowing, honestly.
Yeah, and the flow from each track to the next.
For sure, yeah. So we have Tron Cat coming up, Tron Cat making him go crazy.
Yeah.
It's a spaz.
It's just the dark thoughts in his mind telling him to shoot shit up. I
Yeah.
like the beat though, definitely. Production is always a highlight in all his songs, you know. Dope beats, dope beats.
Agreed. So if we move on, we have her.
Love this song.
Intro, shit cracks me up. If I can pull it up, I just know in my notes, I just have all caps. This shit is fucking hilarious.
I forgot the intro.
Let's see, the intro is um oh, something about he doesn't need the metronome when you eat all the cheese in the store,
and
in the store.
me in the store, in the store, in the store.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Also, it's like she, right? But it's
Yeah,
her.
it's
You
her.
know? So different stories. Jalen and I were talking about this before the pod. Different stories for aside from she. I love the line where he says, I know that she's the key to love. She is who I'm thinking of when I am beating Richard up. Richard is Dick.
Dick.
Richard is Dick. That's Tyler's penis. He's not beating up a kid named Richard. He's not.
I don't know why you need to say it like that, but yeah.
God, hey, bro. People were coming at Tyler. Like, come on. Some shit he said he's just too lyrical, spiritual for you, man.
But yeah,
Yeah,
dope
yeah.
song. Definitely shows his vulnerable side. And just like I think it's the first song where he mentions a girl and he doesn't rape or kill them. In this song, he just talking about how he really likes his girl. He gets back with her boyfriend, and like, what the fuck he supposed to tell his friends that she ain't like him or that like fucking trash her name, said that he fucked, but instead he said he lied and said that she moved to fucking Nebraska. You know, and his
Exactly.
song was like he really just like he's hurting.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, how does a young Goblin Tyler process this?
Exactly.
He'll make a song like
Yep.
like I talked about before. Um, this is awkward for him a little bit. Love's awkward. It's weird. It's
He has a
zany.
song
Turns
named
wholesome.
Awkward on Wolf.
Ooh, yeah. But it turns wholesome, but it's still a weird feeling kind of at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah. So moving on the ninth track of Goblin, Jalen, yes, dance. We're going to be talking about Sandwiches now, featuring Haji Beats.
So
Shit
it's,
is
it's a cool beat, you know.
yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
I put it as a
I mean, mostly throughout the song, it's talking about like how OF was made to be like wild and reckless, so you should like expect nothing more, nothing less. That's just who they are, you know. But it's a alright song, you know. It's alright.
It's cool. They're like in a way you see some individualism here too. They're being off brand. They're talking about brand so much they're being off brand though, being
Yeah.
off different than everything else. So it's okay, not the worst thing in the world, not the best thing in the world. It's in the middle of the world.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's all right. So next we have the 2-track number 10. We always love.
Fish
Um,
slash bopping
Poppin'
bitch.
Bit.
Uh, first half of the song, Fish. It's real dark. I like the dark, gritty vibe. It's about an actual serial killer in real life. Frank and Sid coming in with the vocals again. Of course, always a pleasure to have them on the song. Heavenly voices. But yeah, the first line I know is cool. Frank, his little thing. How'd your wife, son, kid, grandmother, kids are fishermen and vaping everybody at the pool. It's yeah. Second half though, she's a bop bitch. She's a bopping bitch. I
Bro,
met this girl at the club and cause
is it
she's a
me
bopping bitch.
or does Boppin' Bitch feel like a really bad, or not bad, but a really bad, no bad, yeah, a bad experimental scary movie.
It's either it's something like that or like a bad like club song or some shit.
Yeah. But hey, I mean that's kind of sometimes the motto here in Goblin is do what you want, yell what
Yeah,
you want. Tyler kind of looked back on it, was like I was saying some fuck shit on Goblin, and
definitely.
yeah, that's what he was doing.
Always a pleasure to have Jasper on the song as well, doing the chorus. She's a bopping bitch.
Of course,
She's a bopping bitch.
man, I love Jasper, man. And so moving on, we have Analog.
Great song.
Analog featuring Haji again.
Reminds me of summertime.
Yes.
Vulnerable song, talking about meet him at the lake. Act and grab fireworks and soda. Make nauseous. Another song talking about a girl. Doesn't kill them at the end. Amazing.
There's a trend. He's not
Yeah,
killing everyone.
he's maturing, like he said. But he tweeted in the song on Twitter. He tweeted that the song is about some girl that he met in like Virginia. Like these stories about like meeting people at the lake, grabbing fireworks, or whatever, just hanging out. That's like stories from her. This song is inspired by her. Yeah, really dope, really dope.
Mm-hmm.
One of my
Yep.
favorites.
And then Tyler's still able to come through with some solid lines on here. He says, she's my concubine. Am her porcupine. I poke her face, her throat for taste. Give me head like I'm on her mind. That's solid.
It's pretty solid. Pretty
That's
solid.
solid. I mess with it.
So,
So yeah, so Analog, we are in favor of Analog here at the Into the Jawn podcast. So moving on though, we have my favorite head
what is
scratcher.
this song, bro?
We have my favorite head scratcher.
Bitch suck dick.
Yep, that's the title. I was gonna ask if you wanted to say it, but you're bitch suck dick. That is
Look, bro.
track 11.
If you ever see a song with Jasper and Taco on it, 9 times out of 10, that song is it's a troll song. It's supposed to be hyper. It's not supposed to make any sense. Bitch suck dick, Tina. He had this unreleased song called Love in the Mall. It's actually kind of fire, right? But this song is whatever, man.
That sounded like the fucking Netflix shit. This song is roll credits. We're skipping it. But no, it's I gave it like it's below mid, bro. It's all right. Like if you want to really scare your parents, you can put it on.
Yeah, it's just a fun song he made with his buddies Jasper and Taco, because they're not rappers like musical artists, but like the top of the song, fuck around, It's just a fun song he did with his friends.
Right. That you make a song with your friends, and then you're just like, it's the friends you're like, you ain't.
You can just say anything.
Birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift. That's the type of shit you make. Exactly. That's the type of shit you made, which is kind of. Nah, it's trash.
Yeah.
But moving on. The idea is cool. It's always cool to hop on with your homies. But moving on, we got another feature-heavy track. I believe this is
Window.
Very long.
Featuring Damo, Genesis, Frank Ocean, Haji Beats, and Mike G. The song is like 8 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, 8 minutes.
Really dope song. Song is called Window because like each verse from each different person. You're taking a look into it's like each person's lives. Damo.
Into their windows.
Yeah. Into the window, yeah. And Damo talking about like how he grew up into the rap, Biggie, all that. Frank talking about how he met Tyler, Nakel, Jasper, Taco, all them. He was just biking, met him in the parking lot, whatever. You know, he was there when Tyler was recording Bastard in the studio. Really dope. Completely forgot what Haji and Mike G was talking about. But in Tyler, it says in the song that, like in the during his shows, he feels like the crowd are just like full of kids that are just like that are on I forgot the name of the drug, but it's some ADHD drug, right? And like a bunch of like misunderstood kids, like hyperactive kids, like just like him. Like said, like they feel relatable. His music is relatable to those kids, and like that's just like his whole crowd, which is
Yeah.
also mostly white. But yeah,
Wait, is it Ritalin, the drug he's talking about? I think I
yeah,
see.
Ritalin, yeah.
Yeah, Ritalin. Oh, we love Ritalin.
I got some in the fucking in the cabinet right now.
Oh shit, bro! I got some in the in the
I
in
do
the, in the
not.
mic right
I do
here.
not.
Oh, bro, Jalen is a capper, dog. No, I'm actually wearing a cap. I'm actually capping.
Cap.
Jalen is capping. He has Ritalin. I'll tell you right now. No, yes, he does. But I love Tyler's verse because like he's on topic, right, about his life.
Yeah.
Then it's his stage presence, what the stage means to him.
All right.
And think about it, when you're rapping, when you're performing, you're on a stage.
Yeah.
Is that always you? No. Are you flamboyant sometimes and saying some shit?
Yeah.
But Tyler, some of this is truly him. Most of it is truly him. When he was young, he was on some shit.
Definitely.
He wasn't doing drugs, like we said, but he was on some shit.
High on life. High on life.
He was high on life. Yeah. But I also love at the end, it just reminds me of fucking Pink Guy. It's like the first thing I think about.
Oh, yeah. When he shoots
everybody. He
everybody.
has a gun! Pow, pow!
Gun! Pow, pow!
Exactly. Pow, pow! That's the first thing I thought of.
Scream that shit in physics class. I remember that.
Oh, we used to be in physics class fucking trolling, dog.
That man hated us.
Oh, yeah, it was a man.
Mr.
Shit.
Burns, yeah.
Mr. Burns. Yo, he dipped, bro. We don't got time. Hey, Mr. Burns, shout out. I don't know where you are.
Yeah, you and your, like, what, 9 kids? Something like that, I don't know.
Remember, he was like, dog, yes, I voted for Trump. Said to an all-black classroom.
He said that?
Like,
Yeah, he said that.
Damn. Bro, no. I remember him distinctly. He said, yes, I voted for Trump. And I'm like, bro, we are all-black classroom.
Wow.
What are you doing? And they're like, why? Why you do it? And he's like, abortion.
Oh, yeah. That's the reason why most people did it in school.
Yeah,
because Schlegel did the same thing.
What happened?
Schlegel did the same thing. She voted for him because of abortion.
Who did the same thing?
Schlegel Bagel.
Schlegel Bagel?
Yeah,
I don't have to worry about Schlegel Bagel, but early Tyler would have made a great song on Schlegel Bagel. Yeah. You already talked about the nickname. But moving on from the lovely window, we have Golden, which is the second to last song on
nigga. Oh wait, no, that is gold. AU 79. That's the periodic table of gold. You already know, pharmaceutical chemistry major. I know my shit.
Shut the fuck up. Wait, there's not another song before that named Golden?
No, it's AU 79, and then after that is Golden.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. AU 79 is an instrumental, really dope instrumental.
Oh, okay, I see it. My fault. Yeah, AU 79 definitely is a dope instrumental for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
Makes me drums.
I know. Oh my goodness, makes me want to sit down and think about it. Love the name of it. It's cool. It feels like the drums are just like they're just quick hitters sometimes. They're fast paced. It feels like that's like how Tyler thinks sometimes. You know. But there's so much going on. It feels like it doesn't feel threatening though.
It doesn't at all. It's one of the lighter tracks on the.
Yeah. That's what I feel like. I feel like this is like actually Tyler. It doesn't feel threatening. It just feels confused.
Yeah.
I feel like that's Tyler. And then going on the actual last track, my fault, has we switched. We have Golden, where Dr. TC tries to convince him, right? Like, let me help you.
You got some fucking issues, man.
Yeah, he's like, Tyler, you got a good life. Shut the fuck up. Or not shut the fuck up. Like, talk to me. Like, come on.
And like, throughout the song, he talks about like how he sees his manager more than his mom. Shout out to Clancy, by the way, his manager.
Clancy, we love you, Clancy.
We love Clancy. But talking about how he doesn't see his mom as much. He's always with his manager, like doing shows and whatnot. And like how now, since he has like after Bastard and like the music video for Yonkers, he has such like a bigger platform. He has to be cautious about what he says when he raps because he has like he's more influential now, and like he has his words hold more value now that he's like he wasn't mainstream at the time, but he was known, so he had fans that knew him, and more fans coming in along the way. But he had to be more cautious about how he raps. He has to be like less shock value, like more like just rapping, you know. And then once
Yeah.
again, talked about like he mostly has white fans in his crowds, you know. And that's just his fan demographic. Went to 2 concerts, whites
Jalen and I were
everywhere.
there. Jalen and I
Yeah,
were there. Yeah.
I
Jalen's
saw like 4 black people maybe. I don't know. It wasn't a
yeah,
lot.
yeah, and we could tell you, Jalen and I were just jumping up and down on some coon shit
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
and and they loved.
It
This
was this one
guy,
white dude. Yeah, the
yeah,
one white
tell him,
dude. He was like, "Yo, bro, I love your dude's vibe, man." And I'm like, "Yeah, thanks, bro."
yeah, as you know, as two people who have obviously Jalen, you know, a bunch of black in him and me, some of it. As two people like that, we're just like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
didn't know what to say to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. He's like, "Thanks." Yeah.
Yeah, but for real, this does speak onto the demographics, and Tyler kind of is freaking out. I guess he kind of has like a stage where he wasn't, I guess, too prepared for.
Yeah.
He's yelling for a lot of this, and it's just really interesting how Dr. TC how that plays out by the end. Jalen, you want to take us to that?
Because we find out that
Oh,
Dr. TC,
oh,
Wolf Haley, Goblin, Ace, it's Tyler. He's talking to himself. Dr. TC, Dr.
crazy.
Tyler the Creator.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then in the song, he's like, Wolf, Ace, Goblin, that's me. I'm you. I'm me. Something like that. But yeah. He reveals himself that he's himself the whole time. You know, he's his own therapist. All his different personas. You know, like just trying to
Exactly,
fucking fighting with each other. You know,
exactly.
it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
And
movie Split.
oh shit, you're right. Like the movie Split and like other, you know, rap personas, rap alter
Yeah.
egos, right? He breaks into different things. Different things want to say different shit, you know. But what I also love about, you know, Golden is like it definitely pieces together. I'm like, well, shit, all these things that I know about Tyler, right?
Yeah.
About, you know, not liking his voice, right? This is this other part of him which is well mannered.
Yeah.
It sounds more reasonable, sounds like a better person. Not saying, you know, but you know what I mean? Like it just sounds like someone who's patient, who has like who's not on that dumb shit.
Yeah.
So like, damn, this is his ideal self who's trying to give himself advice, but he doesn't listen. That's like all the different parts of him coming together.
Definitely. And like at the end of the last song, Window, I saw this. It was his post where like when like he like kills all his friends, like all the, like it was like different gunshots. It's like you had like an automatic, you're a pistol, you're a semi-auto, or something like that. Like those are his different personas killing all his friends, or he just sitting there crying like, oh man, what the fuck, man? I can't hide the fucking bodies. I can't hide the fucking bodies. You know, it's just like his persona is like, I guess from my interpretation is that his persona is killing all his friends is like his different this is they're like pushing them away. Well, not pushing them away, but just like they're causing a drift between them, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely a great point.
Yeah.
That's a great point. So it's really nice though, seeing like all these different parts of him come together.
Yeah.
So are you ready to talk about the album as a whole?
Like, we still got 3 bonus songs, dog. Burger, it's not much though. Burger, it was alright. You know, the beat was cool.
Yep.
You know,
Oh, you can
Untitled,
speak to these songs, yeah.
yeah, Untitled 63. It was another instrumental, like a minute long. Pretty dope. Sense Fire. I don't know if that's a triangle or a xylophone in the instrumental, but either way, it's dope. And Steak Sauce, is dark beat, kind of dope. You know, is what it is. But you know, overall album,
Right.
I gave it 8 out of 10. It's a lot of dark beats on the album. Shows more vulnerability than Bastard. You know, his beats starts to become more layered. You know how Bastard, you always heard like drums and a synth in the song, but on this it can go from 808s drums to like a random interlude or not or a random bridge with like synth or like just a piano, or like it'll go from like a light beat to like a dark beat. You know, it's more layered. You know, different instruments, violin, guitar, all that.
Right.
But
Right.
you know,
I think
read about it.
you were also saying before, right? Before you hopped on the pod, was how you see more of his influences,
Yeah.
his musical influences come to. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so like definitely, you know, Pharrell, motherfucker
Yes.
loves Pharrell. Definitely have Pharrell on his album, like on tracks like She, on the instrumentals, Untitled 63 and AU 79, on the bridge for Radical, you can definitely hear Pharrell influence. This man loves Pharrell. His hero.
He is, yeah, that's his hero, and it's like you just see him being able to work in more, like you
Yeah,
said, working more of what he wants to really do, the freedom that he has,
definitely.
right? So I think he does, make some progress with the production. But like I said, in terms of how I look at it with some integrity and concept, like there's some concept there, but I think it's less than Bastard.
Definitely.
Um, and there's like, it felt like he was kind of trying to say even more outrageous stuff than he said on Bastard.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit less integrity too. So for me, it's just like, I feel like a lot of this is just saying crazy stuff. It's a continuation of Bastard, but Bastard works best since it's an original, and
Yeah.
the concept was more mentioned, and you could read into it more. Goblin still has some really nice elements in there, and if you dig deep into what he's saying, you'll find it. But I still think Bastard works more as it's an original, because it's hard to maintain like this immaturity, just this one way, right?
Yeah.
That's why he needed to become more vulnerable, and what you'll see next month. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So for this album, I gave it the right, perfect score of a 69.
69.
No, I mean 6.9. There you go. 69 out of 10 would be kind of, yeah,
I
yeah,
definitely understand when you said conceptually, but I feel like this album he focuses more on like Dr. TC, and like him giving
yeah,
himself therapy and like focusing on like his different personas, like how to deal with them, and like a more like on the song Window, like a view into his life, like perceives things, like how his persona sees things. I just feel as though like this album digs deeper into that. While Bastard was just like a prelude, I guess, a prelude to this.
I know. I like the way you're thinking for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
I
just,
understand where you're coming from too. I
yeah,
understand that.
yeah. I know what you mean. Like people just gonna interpret things differently.
Yeah,
But like I said, it's just sometimes it's fundamental. Production was better here.
definitely.
So and for me, I like production, but I also like subject matter, and there is a lot of good subject matter here.
Yeah.
Both have terrible subject matter at times. So it all depends. It depends on what your cup of tea is. You're gonna say different stuff.
Didn't you say that like in some interview he said something like Goblin he didn't like
Oh,
or something like that?
yep, yep. So let's get into the last segment of our pod for our first episode. Thank you for sticking with us. If you're still listening, we love you. Jalen, kiss him. That's kiss for you. So, just talking about a bit from these two albums in a 2018 interview with GQ Style. T was talking about, Eminem, his influence, and how he kind of just wants to hang out with him. In that interview, he said, we don't have to be rapidy, or we don't have to try to sound like this. Let's just because, man, I just wanted to rap like Eminem my first two albums, right?
And then he
And
gets dissed by Eminem.
yeah, you see it. And he did get dissed eventually, but also Eminem's one of his later albums, he says he's sorry for dissing Earl and Tyler.
Yeah.
He says he's sorry. He aimed at the wrong person.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you see this influence, this shock rap, this they're stepping into this world where like, does he really mean to say this? And you have to
Yeah.
actually dig under it. Like, why would Eminem say some of the things he said? Well, because he's viewed as white trash. He's viewed at he didn't have a dad either. He was told so many times that he couldn't do it. He was growing up in Detroit, in the trailer parks.
So
So
also dealing with drugs too, right?
yeah, for sure. So it's all that stuff around him, right? And Tyler could gravitate to that. Tyler saw a lot of shit around him too, and Tyler didn't have a pops either. And the influence, you see him say some really fucked up shit. You see him have alter egos.
Yeah.
So like he said, he really wanted to rap like Eminem. And then in the same interview, he also said of the two albums that we went over today, that he personally thinks Goblin is horrible. He says, I think Bastard is cool. The only songs I would keep from Goblin are Yonkers, She, Nightmare, Tron Cat, Fish, Analog, and AU 79.
I love all of those songs.
All those songs are very valid reasons to keep them. Yeah. But for sure. So we talked a bit about Tyler's influence today. Let's talk a little bit about what it's done to us, what these two early albums have done to us, their influence on us, and also the influence a bit on the culture. So Jalen, personally to you, how do you feel Bastard or Goblin has influenced your musical taste?
Bastard and Goblin, it really had me focus more on production when I listen to music. Because
Yeah,
back as a young lad,
yeah,
only way you listen to like Cole, Kendrick, and like Logic. And like, yeah,
right.
this is real rap. None of these other rappers aren't talking about anything.
Boom,
You
boom, bap,
know,
boom, boom, boom,
yeah.
bap.
But then I started like expand my music taste, and then I found
Yeah,
Tyler, and like wow, it's like really dope, and like how he's always talking about like oh do what you want, like be you, that really like helped me like just like not give a shit, like just me doing weird shit in school or just doing like saying whatever the fuck I want to say, obviously with some filter, but saying what I want to say,
it's true.
whatever.
It's true. He said a lot of shit.
but but yeah, he really like helped me with that, just like being more comfortable with myself and like the production. Like now, Tyler's the reason why like I love synths, pianos, drums, just production. I just have like love it, great value. My dad was a producer, by the way. Check him
Oof.
out on SoundCloud, Rod Brooks.
Yeah, let's go. Shout out for the top, Mr. Brooks. What's up? So yeah, no, I definitely agree with you there. Um, with Tyler, I feel like when I first started listening to his music, I was branching off to something I never really tipped my toe in before.
All right.
Because with Eminem, it was like, yeah, the shock value, but the beats are different.
Yeah.
So it was just more. It was such a thrill. It's letting yourself be you, right?
Right.
Letting yourself not be controlled by society is something very similar to Eminem. It's like that amazing feeling you have when you find an artist with such personality, someone who's going to, use a nice slow delivery sometimes when he's just like going to tell you some shit that you're like, yes, but no.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think the influence on me for Bastard and Goblin, even though it's been much recent, is just like it's made me want to just be myself more, be unapologetic, right? Be more individualistic,
Yep.
not following the line.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
this shit is sexy, man.
Very.
All right. Anything else to say on the Jay?
Nah, man, I ain't got nothing else to say about DJ Stank Daddy. No.
Love it. Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in to our first episode of Into the Jawn.
Into the Jawn.
Into the Jawn. What can we say? Good things happen.
Future Wolfgang, kill them all.
Say, of course, thank you so much. Hopefully, you can enjoy this on any platform that you're listening to this on. And we really hope that you have a great week.
Follow us on Instagram. He gonna put it in the description.
That will be in the description. But we hope you all have a good week. You can listen to this, took something away from this, laughed a bit, distressed, and of course, all the best, everyone. Have a great one.
Yeah, see you next week.